you. Turn this on, turn this on, aim this at me. Oh my god, my camera's all out of whack. Hold on. Let's turn this back and let's fucking this. There we go. Much better. Now open this. Aim it proper. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. All right.
How big is a giant rat? Is it bigger or smaller than me?
You are a small beast.
Okay.
Yeah, you become your
That's how big the giant rat is?
The giant rat is only like 4 feet tall. So it's a big rat, but it's still small. You still become smaller.
Okay.
You do become smaller.
Because I wanted to make sure it wasn't a giant rat. You know what I'm saying? If it's still small, it means I'm good.
It's called a giant rat, but you actually shrink in size. You become small rather than medium because you're currently medium.
Sure.
Actually, you are no longer medium. You are now a large creature in your regular form because your wererat, the wererat, the lycanthropy curse has tapped into your orc genes and pulled out what was suppressed by your half, the fact that you are a half orc. So you are now much bigger than you were before.
What? Hey! Darn, take that!
You are now the same size as Tharn. You and Tharn are now the same size. He actually, I think, is no. He's a foot bigger. He's 11 feet. You're 10 feet. Yeah.
Oh man.
So he's just a smidge taller than you still, but he would definitely see you as an adult now, because you're also covered in hair as well now.
I mean, you still can't drink for shit, so.
Well, I can't drink really at all anymore. So.
All right, let's click go live on the short stream. Everyone, please open up the stream if you haven't already. I see only one person watching it currently. Please make sure to open that up and drop a like and make sure to leave a chat in the chat as well.
Orphan, would you mind streaming the
owlbear for you?
Yeah.
Of course.
So I don't fuck around and screw up again.
All good, my man. Everyone, please open up the stream if you haven't already. I see. I just gotta get my shit set up real quick on my end. There we go. I gotta change this from top chat to live chat. Top chat to live chat. Make sure to smack that like button. That helps us out a lot, obviously. Make sure to drop that chat. We will be getting started in just a second. Right,
do you want to cancel your stream that you have going in Discord? Thank you.
Okay, and now I have to do the same thing. Oh, nope, didn't want to do that. I have to go ahead and turn this audio up.
So it's just us for you.
Correct. Aries might be making it later today, but most likely will not be able to attend.
That's fine.
Shame. Okay.
There you go. Owlbear is streamed to you, my good sir.
Much obliged.
All right. Last couple things to get set up before we actually get started here. Let me pull up my dice roller because I always forget to do that.
Oh, I need to plant a bean before we leave.
Dice roller. Oh, you also have. You guys have more stuff to do here before actually leaving. Just because the wererats are finished, you were told about something else you could do while you're here. Still, if you would like to, just letting you know.
Then thank you for that, then, because probably
Oh,
gonna do it.
probably. Do you remember what it is?
I do. I don't know if you guys do, but I do.
I was gonna say I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can roll a history check or whatever needed to try to remember in character.
I mean, Ivan remembers everything within the past 30 days, so it's.
Well, I'd still like to roll to see if I can get my bad rolls out the way.
That's fair. That's fair. But no, Ivan is
Just start rolling.
not-
That's usually what I do.
Uh,
Fucking Danny DeVito over here. I just start blasting. I just came in blasting.
So anyway, I started blasting.
All right. Get the Mountain Toes Gold up on my D&D source pages so I can read everything.
Toes, mountain toes.
Indeed.
Intelligent? History is intelligent, so it's a straight
It is.
D20 roll.
Okay.
Orphan, would you mind if I rolled, or did you want me to wait until we start?
Yeah. Wait till we get started here. Holy shit!
yeah.
9 people watching on Shorts. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Make sure to double tap that screen, please. Leave a like. It helps us out more than you could ever imagine here on the channel. Everybody say hello to the beautiful people watching on the Shorts. We have 9 fucking people.
Hello.
Oh
Hello.
my god. Holy shit, thank you guys all so
Hello,
much
hello.
for coming out. We love you, beautiful bastards, on the short stream. You guys make our day so much for coming out. Thank you for watching us while you're scrolling through your YouTube shorts, having a good time. Happen to find us here. Please stick around. We're about to start our recording and begin today's episode of Dragon of Icespire Peak, this amazing D&D campaign that you cannot miss out on. It is one of the most entertaining things you will ever have the chance to watch. So please stick around. We're about to get started. Okay, with that, dice roller up, source page up. I've got my chats up so I can see live chats. We are good to get started. Everyone, are you all ready?
Absolutely.
Perfecto.
Gotta pull
Yep.
Then with that, let us begin today's episode of Dragon of Icespire Peak. All right. In 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, all you beautiful adventurers out there or in the Orphan Guild. I am your host, the D&D Orphan, back today, super excited and hyped to present to you the next episode of Dragon of Icespire Peak. Our Saturday's campaign of Dungeons & Dragons is back, better than ever, and ready to continue with this wacky adventure. As always, before we get started, if you haven't already, please, you beautiful adventurers wandering around out there or already here on the channel, make sure to tap that notification bell so you're alerted every single time we upload or go live here on the channel. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. It helps us out here way more than you could ever imagine. If you're just an adventurer wandering out there, come on, join the guild. What could hurt? What could hurt? And with that, also make sure to tap that like button and leave a comment down below. Or if you're watching here live in the streams, leave some chats in the chat. Get hyped, get excited for today's episode. And with that, let us begin. First, let us see where we left off last week. The group had a very tough battle against a group of evil dwarven cultists lurking within the depths of the Mountain's Toe gold mine. These evil dwarven cultists had attacked the wererats that had just moved in, finding it to be a nice, suitable home, killing several women and children of their faction, leaving the men very angry and left with only their mother. The group would venture into the mine, discovering these wererats, meeting them, and being given this quest that they would leave the mine without as much as a fuss to allow Don John Raskin, the new overseer, to take over as he intends and continue the operations of mining gold from the mountain. But before they would do that, they had to quell those evil dwarven cultists, which they succeeded in doing, Sadly, in finishing off their leader, they did upset one of the wererats, a member by the name of Jenny, who took his wife's name after she was slaughtered by those evil dwarven cultists, wanting revenge by killing the leader himself, but being denied it, sadly, as Donovan dealt the final blow. After quelling those evil dwarven cultists, the group made their way back to the main hall, where all the rats had gathered around, Garak being the first one to arrive, having had a conversation that none of the others got to hear. All of them emerging into the room, our little fairy, our wonderful Donovan, our tenacious Tharn, and our tiny Ivan, to witness Garak being bitten on the neck by the mother of the wererats, as his body would begin to rapidly transform. With that, we pick up today's session, and let us introduce our wonderful cast of characters. Starting with the most tenacious of Goliaths, we have Tharn Ironclad.
Hello. My name's Kun. I play Thorn Ironclad, and I am a hill giant Goliath, being a Echo Knight fighter, soon to multiclass into barbarian.
From there, we have the most ingenious of tabaxis, Ivan Felisar.
Yo, I'm JJ. I play Ivan Felisar. He is 3 levels Artificer of the Alchemist domain, 2 levels Trickery domain, being Cleric, and he is a tabaxi.
From there, we have the most dashing of all the dastardlies, Donovan Willows.
Hey, I'm King. I play Donovan. He's a ASMR that thinks he's a Fae, but his class is a draconic sorcerer with a splash of warlock.
From there, we have a player who sadly will not be joining us today, or will be joining us later in the party, later in the time. We have the most beautiful of fairies, the wonderful Kazuki, who is a fairy pixie crossbreed, a homebrew race, with a main class of barbarian, multi-classing into rogue. And last but certainly not least, the man of the hour, who will be starting this today's session with, we have the great and mighty Garak.
Hello, my name is Austin. I play Garak. I'm a level 5 half-orc cleric under the Twilight domain, and I am also now a leader of the Cult of the Mother. And that soundtrack going.
And instantly it says encoding overloaded. Why? Nothing is different today than it ever has been. Well, it seems like it's running steadier. Let's see. No. Stream itself looks choppy and shitty.
Do you leave your computer on? Like it might just be too many threads, and a reboot is necessary.
Or it could be. Oh, do you do an update? Check your updates.
No updates or anything.
That's my number one. Anytime everything starts to look fucking sad.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I might have to just close my PC down real quick and restart it. All right, guys. Encoder overloaded. Okay. Think we're good. I think we're good. All right, seems it's good. I think we're good. Okay. All right, everyone ready?
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
open back up the stream if you closed it, and we will continue. God damn it, why the fuck? Okay, whatever. Alright. Start the recording again. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. You'll see a little bit of a jump cut there as we just had some technical difficulties, but let's get right back into where we left off. As you had begun to speak, Garak, looking down at your transformed self, you exploded with mystical, magic, and religious energy as you look down to your fur to see that you are now covered in this strange, sparkly dust. As before you, everyone in the party, please make a Constitution check.
Okay.
As the mother is stunned, she's kind of like pushed back a little bit, but she holds strong. As all of the rats are knocked to their just straight onto their backs.
Is it just
That's
a
a
regular
9.
check or
No,
a saving?
Grok, you don't have to make it, and it's a regular check.
Oh, gotcha.
One question. What you said a Constitution save?
Yep, Constitution check. Constitution check,
Check.
and you have to beat a 16.
Okay. Is this magic from the Feywild?
It's magic from the Feywild, yes, but it's like a concussive force. It's like an explosion is happening off Garak, and people are being knocked off their feet. So it's like there's no advantage or anything.
Okay. I'm asking because it's all right.
Oh, I need to do Don John. Don John. Oh, is knocked straight to his ass.
Ooh, dirty 20.
All right. Kazuki is launched off your shoulder so far that she hits the wall and she is knocked unconscious.
Damn.
Oh no.
All right. Put Kazuki on unconscious. All right, Tharn, what did you get?
15.
Did I say the DC was 15 or 16?
16.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, you are knocked on your butt. And
That's all right.
the bard is also knocked on his butt. Ivan, you make your check at advantage since you are pretty much like hiding around the corner right now.
Oh, okay, I'll roll again then. Because I did a save initially, and then you said... still fails.
All right. And regardless of you being around the corner or not, you are still knocked on your ass.
Indeed.
As you all see just this eruption of multicolored energy just erupt and irradiate off of Garak, sending all of the little wererats on the ground, the little transformed ones, to their backs. Even the ones that were groveling on their knees smacks his head against the wall and falls down unconscious. As you, Donovan, you feel on your shoulder Kazuki go flying off as you quickly turn around as you hold strong, not being knocked off your feet. You see Kazuki fly into the wall in the distance, being knocked unconscious. Tharn, you fall back, landing directly on top of Gilbert Gungo, as you hear him go, "Ouch, my legs!" You look to your fur to see the multicolored glitter kind of just like covering you, and you see the mother, her shocked expression, all of the wererats being knocked on their ass, some of your friends being knocked on their ass too. What do you do?
Is the mother okay?
The mother is fine.
I go
she's
check.
looking at you shocked currently.
I go check the old man and make sure he's okay, because I feel like.
You run over to Don John Raskin, bending down, and you feel for his pulse. Make me a medicine check. At advantage, since you are a cleric.
How do I do it?
and then
I got
ADV.
there you go.
Oh, I got a 19.
The plus and minus. Yeah.
19.
The 22.
22. Yeah, you instantly feel for his wrist. You find a spot where his armor kind of parts, and you feel for his pulse. And you feel that he does indeed still have a pulse, though it's weak. You're not sure if that's just because he's old or if because he hit his head really bad.
Can I administer any aid?
Yeah, for sure. You grab a bandage out of your pack, and you quickly wrap up his head where you find a little bit of a gash bleeding a little
Okay.
bit. Though you find as you're tending to the wound that the gash is nowhere near big enough for it to be too serious.
Alrighty.
As all of the rest of you, you're knocked on your feet except for Donovan, of course. What do you all do?
Thorn will ask Gil. Thorn will get up, and he will ask Gil. He will reach out to Gilbert, asking if
And his legs are going in two different directions. As he
I'm
loo-
looking at myself.
As he looks up to you,
Like,
and,
I'm looking at my
and
tail
he
and
says, "I don't think I'm doing too well. No." As he strums his guitar, casting a spell, and you see his legs crack back into place. You see they're still bleeding and cut open and ended as he slowly gets up. Ow! Fucking! Ow! Ow! Okay. I'm fine. The great Gilbert is okay! As he runs over to Ivan. Ivan! Fala! Fine, Falasar! Are you doing okay, my friend? As he reaches his hand out for you.
Ivan wouldn't take it. He would have probably gotten up by now. Like, as everyone was getting up, he probably would have got up at the same time. But
Yeah, so he sees
although
you,
he
like,
is,
you just fucking like,
yeah,
you just do like the Bruce Lee. and, you,
essentially.
and you just like pounce back up to your feet as he's like, oh shit, okay, well, sees you don't need my help. As he turns back around and he's like, what the fuck just happened? Is he looking around to everyone else?
Donovan just looks over. It appears this is everyone else's first time witnessing a cleric selection.
As you look back to Garak, you realize that, oh shit, this was more than just a cleric selection, as he now looks violently different.
Ah. Oh. I guess the blood of the Were Queen mother plus the cleric selection. Damn. Good. I'm sorry to tell you this, but ain't no fixing what's wrong with your face now.
What's wrong with my face?
You start
Well,
feeling
Like
wrong.
looking at my tail and shit.
You're about
Oh,
ugly as
no.
sin. That's what's
Hey, at least I'm already married.
Speaking of Garak,
You can't leave me now.
your tail, it's flying around. If you've never had a tail before, obviously, it's just whipping around. Make me a dexterity check as your pants begin to fall down as your tail is coming out from the back of a tail hole like Ivan does. Ivan has a nice little tail hole.
Oh,
for his
wow.
asshole.
Okay. That's
Oh,
funny.
you quickly, with your newfound wererat dexterity, you fucking grab your pants as you feel them start to slip down. As you pull them quickly back up, you look to your tail, seeing it's like pulling your pants down. What do you do?
I don't know what to do. I don't know. I try to grab a.
Wiggling tail. It just
No. I got a
continues-
better one. I pull out a book on
Okay.
how to use your newfound tail for dummies.
Okay, make me a D100 check to see if you have this book. You make a D100.
86?
86. I was gonna set it at 80 or higher. So, all right, you pull out.
Why
your-
the fuck do I have this?
You go into
Even
your-
I'm questioning.
You go into your bag and you don't find a book on how to control your newfound tail, but ropey, first-hand tales of what it's like to become a lycanthrope. You flip through the pages and you luckily find a small selection of tales from those who had become wererats specifically. Flipping through the tales, you do indeed find a small tale on the new experience of having a small tale, ironically enough, of having a tail.
Small tail and having
As you read a first-hand encounter of someone claiming that after developing this new tale, they found that the easiest solution was to have their tailor sew a small hole into the back section of the trousers for the tail to slip out of. But seeing as that was not the immediate possibility, they took their newfound claws and they ripped a small hole and then pulled their tail through it.
I do exactly that.
Yeah, you look down to your hands, seeing you now have claws. Fucking what the fuck? And you kind of just pull around to your ass like you're about to dig in your butt cheeks, and you just like turn your finger around rather than digging into your sharp, that it just like butter pierces through your pants as you rip a hole just big enough for your tail to fit through. As you grab your tail and you kind of like you jimmy it, fitting it through the hole, and you grab it and you slide it all the way through, and you feel your pants pull tightly up. Your tail kind of now like acting as an additional leg, essentially supporting it. As your pants are now nicely tight in place. As you do this, the mother looks to you and she says, "You are incredible."
I try to be.
It seems that the lycanthropy curse has pulled out some of your dormant orc genes.
Yeah, I noticed that. I feel taller.
You are incredibly taller, my love.
Hey, well, everybody's on the ground, so I can't. And then I look at Darn and I'm like, holy shit.
Tharn, what do you say?
Yes, sure.
Welcome to adult life.
It
Start
feels
paying
comfy up
taxes on-
here.
No. Adult life is never comfy. It's the heavy burden of responsibility.
As all the wererats begin to clamber to their feet. Oh my god, what has happened? What? The mother has chosen. The mother has chosen. All hail. And they all say it in unison. All hail the father. As they go from being upright to now bowing. They were knocked to their asses, but now they're groveling to their knees, kneeling and bowing before you, as they all say in unison, all hail the father. All hail the father.
This feels invigorating.
As you feel this oncoming admiration, you acclimate to your new form. You clench your cheeks as you shower and embrace the love of your children, and something begins to happen. You begin to realize that you're beginning to shrink, growing smaller, until you get about 4 feet. As you look to your hands, you look to your body, and everyone, you all see Garak change and turn into a giant rat, just like all the ones surrounding. Though looking quite different, still having Garak's kind of orcish face and the orc tusks kind of overshadowing the rat teeth. Garak, you realize you are now a shape changer.
So I do realize that I just changed shape.
Oh yeah, you look at your arms, you see your armor like disappeared into your fur. Your fur began to like grow thicker. It began to grow in places where there wasn't fur before. Your armor began to just sink in to your body as you just like saw yourself thin, growing smaller. You begin to feel yourself grow more agile. Your tail growing longer. Like you feel around your body and you feel you're now naked, though you're covered in fur, so you're not actually naked.
I feel I'm confused. So that, like I understand, but Garak's confused as like a, you know what I mean? Because he's never, he's
As you-
like, oh wow.
Yeah, you look down to yourself in confusion, looking at your body, looking at, like, you kind of look over your shoulder to see your back and everything, as all of the rats are looking at you with glory and admiration, as the mother looks to you and she says, "Worry not, my love. This is one of your newfound powers of the curse. You should be able to multiple times a day into your regular form. Though be
Okay.
careful. Doing it too much may lead to exhaustion. And it is not like a druid's wild shape. I have found that any of my kin to be knocked out in that form, while reverting back to their humanoid form, they retain their unconsciousness."
That's good to know. Thank you.
As the rest of you look to Garak, what do you all say?
Donovan just looks to Garak and whispers in Orcish, "You better have my money."
Thorn will just say,
Wow.
you better not leave fur lying around.
Ivan?
I'll comb. I think. No, I got this new mane.
I think Ivan's most.
The instinct.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
I'm just
you
as
licking your
even
lips?
in my rat form, I'm just as big as Ivan. So it's like,
More food.
Yeah, you look like a delicious, fat, juicy rat.
I mean, he's trying everything within his power to, remain contained. But he won't actually go and eat him. But
Oh
he
yeah, no.
contemplates
Tabaxis
it.
aren't actually cats. They don't actually have like there's nothing in Tabaxi lore that actually says they are like attracted to eating rats or they're afraid of dogs
No.
or anything. That's all just that's regular cat and dogs joke.
I know, but it's funny.
I know. You over there licking your lips like, "Oh, my friend looking mighty
Yeah.
tasty."
I guess I
But,
transform back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you clench your butt cheeks the same way you did as you started to feel the admiration of your children, and you feel yourself starting to grow as you change back into your regular form. That was a freebie, by the way, so you still have your full 3 for the day.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a freebie.
As this whole thing sort of concludes, Donovan sort of walks over to the mother and speaks to her in primordial. He'll say, "So we've taken care of the dwarves. Does that mean you'll leave this mine as we agreed?"
She looks to you from her husband, and she nods her head, saying, "Yes, I honor my deals, as we may feast upon the flesh of your kind. We are one of our word." As you see her snap her fingers, and all of her children begin to scurry, rising to their feet from their kneeling position, and they instantly all begin to quickly, like, just evacuate the tunnels, like ants flooding out of the nest, as you see them scurrying out of the mine. And within like nearly 30 seconds, all of the rats are just gone. They just disappear.
As she does this here, add on in primordial, he'll just say, "You're welcome for the husband, by the way, my lady. Now excuse me while I go collect my paycheck."
Donovan, it's at this time.
I turn to her. Yeah, he's
it's
like
at-
that.
It's at this moment, Donovan, you realize your shoulder's feeling very light.
And then Donovan's just gonna be like, "Oh shit, the fairy."
He's like over there, knocked out in the fucking corner.
As you sprint over to the wall, finding her knocked unconscious on the ground. What do you do?
He just picks her up and put her slightly, just enough so her head's over the pocket itself, so she can breathe.
As you make your way back to the rest of the group, Don John Raskin slowly begins to recover his consciousness. What happened? I'm very. As he looks to you, Garak, he's like, He eeks and he runs back. Wait, you don't. Where are the rest of the rat?
Spit it out!
What happened?
I transformed.
Donovan
Hello.
will interject. He'll just sort of step forward and give Garak a look like, shut up, as he begins to speak. He'll say, we completed the job you hired us for. We would very much like payment, sir.
I agree.
Oh, the mine is completely safe? The
Oh, yeah.
rats are all gone? As you say this, Garak, the mother speaks up. Actually, dear, I don't like lying. It's not your fault, I doubt you know, though I will not allow a lie to be spoken in my presence. The mine is not yet safe. There is still one more threat looming in its depths. A creature that ate one of my kin. Some kind
Is
of
she what?
giant mechanical bug.
That sounds like more money.
That does sound like more money.
Speaking on the fact, I do believe that one of my kin who went to investigate his disappearance said that the thing did seem to be made of solid gold.
Oh shit!
Donovan will just look at Don John and he'll tell him straight up, listen, Don John, personally I'd say you pay us double for trying to deal with all this shenanigan. But if this thing, and you get absolutely nothing for it, because we have to go fight it.
He looks
So
at
unless
you.
you want to lace up the bootstraps.
He looks at you and
What you
he's like, I'm not a greedy man. I was given this job out of kindness of someone else's heart. I am simply here to mine the gold of the mine. If the creature
Yeah, but this is
is
made
a-
of gold, and we didn't want you to mine it.
No, I cannot mine a creature that is going to attack me now, can I? Nor can I send miners to mine something that will eat them. So please,
Wrong.
before the job is
Oh.
finished and I give you the certificate of completion to redeem back at the tavern for your money, I ask you please deal with this mechanical insect.
Oh yeah, no.
While I will go and begin my inspections. As he gives a bow to you and he turns around and he begins to walk the other way.
Donovan will then turn to the queen and he will ask her, my lady, you said you've been around for quite some time. You still look young as a daisy, by the way. I was wondering if you knew any alcoholic recipes.
She looks at you and she says, "Oh, you must forgive me, for I do not allow my children to drink alcohol, for the lycanthropy curse is one that affects your constitution very heavily. It can turn the nicest. They must keep their composure with all their might. As is, drinking would only make that much harder to do."
Oh, Donovan just cackles at hearing that, knowing Garak's history.
Yeah, my eyes are like, fuck.
As she turns to you, Garak, and she says, "Speaking of, you must do the same now, my love, for the lycanthropy curse that runs through your veins is a very powerful blight. It will cause you to have impulses you did not have before. You must stay strong, and you must be weary of the full moon. When the time comes, if you wish, return to us at the shrine of Savaris, and we will allow you to lock yourself up with the rest of us. Though if you do not, you must remember to lock yourself up tightly on the full moon, or you will do things you live to regret."
That's scary. Love you.
Indeed, I love you too. As she
And then I
begins
kiss
to
her hand.
rise, as she blushes, her pale skin turning a little rosy color, as she begins to walk, going to the door. As she turns around, looking to you, Garak, she says, "I will wait for your first delivery to the shrine. Please do so within the
I will.
next,
At least the
within
first time.
the next full moon. Until then,
When's that? If I can ask you.
you'll have
I probably know.
you'll have to go outside at night and check.
Okay, I was about to say I'll probably know.
As she looks to you and she gives you a bow, a curtsy. She kind of even like unfolds the robe a bit and gives a dip. As she turns back around, she says, "Until I see you, the next time, my love." As she turns the corner, disappearing.
Damn, I feel powerful as fuck right now, Don.
Okay, so before we go fight this thing, I need to sleep.
I do too. I gotta. Oh, I can't use my fucking hut. Oh, it looks like you're sleeping on the ground tonight, boys.
Why
That's fine.
can't you use your hut?
It's a level 3 spell, and I used both of them.
Ah, okay, I see. So you have to take a long rest
Weakness.
before you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you all look to each other, you decide to take a good bit of a rest. Being quite exhausted, you find that the spot over here where the rats were all nesting, they've created rather soft little beds made of straw and other such things.
That's
As
good.
Garak, you nuzzle up, getting comfortable. You pass out near instantly.
Who's taking first watch?
I will, says the great Gilbert Gungo as he steps forward.
Okay, Gilbert, are you okay?
I am fine. I only used 2 spells.
Yeah, I bet you did, you fucking coward. Your legs were kind of screwed up from the big
Can he
guy
see?
landing on-
What do you mean?
Like, will he be able to see if it's dark?
It's not dark. Mine is.
That's what I asked previous two sessions ago.
Yeah, I asked about dark vision for that reason.
Yeah, Donovan says the big guy landed on you. I saw you heal your legs. Do you need any more healing?
No, I am fine. A little bit of rest after I do my first watch, and I will be right as rain. And I only had to use 2 spells because they were just that powerful, I'll have you know. It was not because I'm a coward. As he walks over and he stations himself next to the door to begin watch.
Makes me
Donovan-
suspicious of him. How's he all powerful like that?
Donovan just rolls his eyes as he settles in for a nap. Or a rest, I should say, a good rest. A nap would probably be considered a short rest, so he's legit going to sleep for a minute
All right.
for a long rest.
You make your way over, finding a nice comfy spot in the straw, and you rest your head, finding yourself passing out almost instantly. Tharn and Ivan.
If you'd like to go first, Fawn.
Yeah, I'll go. Thorn will, and when he's passing, or when I am passing Gilbert, I'll say, "Hey, Gilbert, sorry about the legs. I'll take second watch. And I'll see you soon."
Very good. Sounds fine to me, fine partner. And worry not, my legs are fine. As he smacks his legs and then goes, "Ow! I mean, ha ha ha! Right as rain."
Mm-hmm.
I'm running to get some water real quick.
All right. That's Tharn. You find a nice spot within the made nest. Settling into the straw, you find yourself passing out rather quickly, leaving Ivan as you begin to walk into the room, finally, out of the hallway. What do you do, Ivan?
He would find himself leaning against the wall,
Okay.
seeing as he doesn't entirely trust this place. He doesn't really like all this new environment going on. He'll grab one of his potions and he'll drink it, and he will stay awake the entirety of the night without any detriment. The potion is Potion of Watchful Rest. I picked it up when we were given our common items.
Very well. As you pop the potion open, drinking it, you find yourself slipping into like a trance-like state where you continue to regain energy, but at the same time are aware of your surroundings. As Ivan, you see within the first 4 hours of the sleep, finally, the first shift is over as Gilbert goes to wake up Tharn. as Tharn awakens to see Gilbert. Gilbert looks at him and says, "All right, Tharn, 4 hours is up. Please take second watch."
Okay, no problem.
As you see Gilbert nestle into one of the nests. Actually, he goes exactly where Tharn was sleeping, and he nestles into
Because
his...
it's warm.
Because it's nice and warm, exactly. As he nestles in and he passes out almost instantly. As Tharn, you take the next 4 hours of watch, and everyone gains a long rest. That timed up perfectly with the end of that song. That was so funny. All right. As Gilbert slips into his sleep and fades into 4 hours of rest, 8 hours of sleep comes to an end. As the long night finally wraps up, you're all abruptly awakened as Don John Raskin comes barging into the room. What are you all doing? Sleeping? I told you to get the job done. You all abruptly are awoken by his yelling.
As he wakes him up in such a rude manner, Donovan will sort of snap at him because he can be a bit of a grumpy pants, especially when he doesn't necessarily like the person. He's gonna say, first of all, who the fuck you yelling at? Second of all, we need to rest. We just fought a huge fight. Chill out. We'll get the job done when we get it done. Do you want me to roll intimidation?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
If you're intending to be intimidated.
Yes. Let me see what the bonus is. Oh, +5. Okay. There's an 11.
All right, and let me roll to see. He managed to roll lower than you. All right, he kind of like jumps back a bit. Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez, it's just I've already checked out most of the mine. The only place I haven't gone is where I found a dead rat body that was half eaten and made the correct presumption that's probably where the giant evil bug is. Well, since you're all awake
that at?
now, would you like me to lead you there?
Sure.
Sure.
All
I'd
right.
probably stay in the back
Just
though.
Yeah, stay towards the back. Or middle, actually.
As you guys begin to follow Don John Raskin, Donovan, following him as he leads the way, he leads you not too far from where you guys were currently staying, to a triple split in the path, where he stops abruptly, pointing to a half-eaten rat body laying right in front of this door. And he says, "I'm pretty sure it's beyond here, for there isn't a half-eaten rat body after all."
Donovan would speak up and say, Garak, does that new nose of yours give us a trail we can follow?
Will it?
Yeah, would you like to roll a perception check with smell? You get advantage on them.
I had to see what happened.
Yeah, your new feature that you just gained, it's called, one second, Keen Smell. Wererats have advantage on perception checks involving smell.
So 18 plus 3.
So 21? Right. 21? Grok?
Yep.
21, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, as you begin to smell, sniffing into the air, Garak, you instantly pick up a smell of oil coming from behind this door, as well as steel, copper, and gold.
Guys, I'm pretty sure it's behind this door.
I mean,
Well-
I can smell you as well. Doesn't mean
I am
His
told
rat
what you
nose
just
don't
opened
lie.
for. please, Ironclad, open the door.
All right. Yeah, I opened the door. I don't open it. I bust it in.
All right, make me a strength check.
I thought Ironclad was Fawn's surname.
Yeah.
It was,
is.
but Garak heard him and he didn't understand that Donovan was talking to Ironclad, so he just barged through the door instead.
Oh god.
So what was that, Garak? 13 total?
Yeah, 16.
16? Oh yeah, you start charging forward and you find your new heavy body just carries you through the wood like it's fucking paper, as the whole door is just shattered in an instant. As you tumble through, make me a dexterity save. You find you flung yourself through the door way too
It's
hard.
a 4. It's a 4.
Yeah, you find you flung yourself through that door way too hard, because as you go plummeting through it, you slip on some of the wood and you fall flat onto your face. As you all hear the loud echo of Tharn's coming from out of the door. As Don John Raskin kind of just peeks around. Are you okay, big fella?
Hey, we're inside now. Yeah, I'm fine. We're good.
You quickly jump up, brushing yourself off. He's like, okay, well, I'll leave it to you guys. And as he quickly slinks away into the darkness.
Well, doesn't seem like you're used to your new size.
No, not yet.
That'll come with time.
As you enter inside of this room, Garak, you turn the corner to find that there is a mechanical creature slumbering in the distance. Up some stairs, you see kind of like resting into the, like you see it goes into this wall right here. It's like kind of half peeking out. You see a giant golden mechanical bug with copper overlays and steel. Just currently just resting. Inactive.
I go tell him.
Guys,
I found it.
okay. I know how.
Donovan and give him vigilant blood.
I don't know what you just did, but thank you.
You have advantage on your next.
Initiative check. Well, initiative.
Sweet, thank you.
Because he clipped.
Donovan's just gonna say, if this thing's made of metal but leaking oil, we can't use fire. But if it's got copper, steel, and like those are all good conductors of electricity, they should do a significant amount of damage.
Yeah.
That's my plan. Hit it with lightning or thunder.
I don't have any lightning.
That's
anymore.
You're a loser, guy. Excuse
No.
me. Let me go deal with
Okay.
this.
I can spawn a weapon that fights for me. I am not a loser.
Donovan just walked past him. That's what a loser would say.
I can spawn a clone of me to fight for me.
Oh, that.
And I was talking to the loser.
Donovan,
So-
as you begin to enter the room, you quickly remember something as you hear a and you look down to your chest pocket and you see the sleeping unconscious fairy.
Still unconscious, even.
Still unconscious. Donovan just Donovan looks down, looks up, and he tones back, Ironclad, come stand in front of me while I line this shot up. Please?
Tharn.
Yeah.
As you make your way
Thank
in,
you.
Tharn, you turn the corner to see the giant mechanical creature resting within a hole in the wall. Its body coming about halfway peeking out. You see its many mechanical legs all currently resting flat on the ground. Its mechanical eyes for energy currently. Gilbert quickly runs up from behind, calling to Ivan, Ivan, come on, buddy, let's go! Ha ha ha!
I walk in front of him.
Can I
Ivan's just very hesitant to continue, even with the sound of gold.
That is Ivan
Come on,
until
Ivan.
that is Ivan until you feel in your pocket the leaf entirely rot. Progression of disintegration and withering, finally overtaking it as you feel it turn into dust in your fingertips as the sound of gold pulls you once again.
Oh shit.
Oh, here we go again.
I have removed curse now. Once we figure it out.
See,
Not
that's
necessarily a spell,
I
but okay.
don't even think it's a curse, in all fairness.
Yeah.
It isn't? I thought it
That's,
was.
that's the thing.
it's a blessing.
Oh.
So, how far away is this thing from us?
From Tharn, it's 5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
I'm right behind Thorn, so
25 feet.
okay. I am going to henceforth chuck a lightning charismatic orb at it.
Before he or while he does that, I'd like to preemptively summon my echo.
Okay. Where do you summon it?
Right in front of the bug.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And as you both use magic, instantly the mechanical eyes shoot open as the creature begins to lumber to life. As no one attempted to roll stealth, no one gets a surprise round. Everyone, roll initiative.
Hey, but it was sleeping. We should get a surprise run off that, no?
It was not sleeping. It's a robot. It activates
Well,
when
how-
it detects magic.
Mm.
If you would have subtle spelled, or if you would have at least attempted stealth, then it might not have detected you. It's not a living creature. It doesn't actually need to sleep.
Fair enough.
I mean, I have full plate on, so
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah.
All right. Everyone just change your current initiatives. They're obviously already in. This initiative's already in, but they're incorrect. So just fix them.
Okay. D20
Man
plus
for-
1
All right. 50.
at advantage. Come on.
Forgot to open this, of course.
Fucking hell. 4. Every time with initiative, man.
I got 10.
All right. Carrion Crawler rolled a. Hold on.
Here's mine. I'm in 4.
Are you not in initiative? Oh, right. I have to add you to initiative. My bad. There you go. Now you're in. Here it is. Carrion Crawler. All right. Sorry, I had to get the stat block ready. All right. All right.
Donovan,
It
did
rolled
you
a
roll
16.
your...
It gets a 16 in its initiative.
I did.
Donovan, did you roll your advantage?
Yeah, he
that
does.
was with
He
advantage.
got a 4 even with advantage. Yep.
Yeah.
You rolled a 1 and a
God.
3.
All right.
Initiative hates me.
Gilbert's turn.
Have any addition?
Gilbert got a 5. All right. With that, Ivan, as you see them begin to charge their magic, you begin to hear something with your sensitive little cat ears, your little tabaxi senses. You sense some kind of magical artifact whirring to life. Your artificer senses tingling, knowing what it's like to enchant objects. Though you obviously are an alchemist.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, you can sense this creature whirring to life as you're the first one to act. What do you do?
Obviously, since he can hear it but not see it, he would grow concerned. seeing as I mean, she's still unconscious. How many people are here? We have like F3's actually good. I don't know if I want to have his greed come back and him just not help, but if it's gold, he'll help.
Oh, like I said, since the leaf has just withered, the effects are only just now slowly returning. So it's not
Oh,
like
it's not like it's not like withdrawal.
no. Yeah, it's gonna
Okay.
take some time for that to start building up in you again, but it's time for it to start.
Cool. He will send out a bead. This one being purpley pink in nature. Sending it forth towards the three here, casting bless upon every single one of them. They gain 1d4 to them.
All right, and does that require concentration from you?
Let's go.
It does indeed.
It does indeed. All right. Concentration.
That being my action, and then I stay where I am. I think actually he would probably move more so like over here. Stop finding actually over here would be better. So he can still see, but he's trying to give himself some sort of thing to hide behind.
Perfect.
But no, that should help them kill this thing quicker.
All right. As you bless them,
think
they
so.
all feel an empowering force come over them. As Ivan, you end your turn,
Indeed.
and the carrion crawler begins to whirl to life. As you see its robotic eyes flicker alive, its tendrils slowly beginning to pick its body up, you see in an instant, it begins to climb. As it does like a 360 motion, spinning to its back as it begins to climb up the walls and onto the ceiling, and it quickly goes directly over the echo. Realizing the echo is made of entire magic, it crawls along the wall over it and lunges at Tharn instead. As you see, one of its mechanical spiky tendrils begins to whirl, stabbing towards you, Tharn. First one is a dirty 20 to hit.
Hits.
All right. As you take 1d4 plus 2 poison damage. 5.
Yep. Let's see here. It's 20. 24.
You feel that the metal spike stabbing into you attempts to inject something into your body. You grab it and you quickly pull it out of you as you see poison beginning to drip from the tip of the spike. As you fear something might have happened if you wouldn't have done that so soon. Though, as you do this, it quickly is pulled out of your hand as you see the giant robot open its maw and snap down at you, attempting to bite you. With a multi-attack. As it attacks again, this time with only a 7 to hit.
That misses.
As it snaps down, you duck. You see its eyes doing some kind of gazing motion as it ends its turn. As I said, currently is on the ceiling.
How much higher
The ceiling
is he than me?
The ceiling is only 12 feet tall, so it's like right in your face.
Okay. Yeah, I'll swing on it with my halberd.
All right.
Also, what is it called again? Using my Unleash Incarnation feature, making my Echo attack as well.
As you both reel your halberds up to strike the carrion crawler.
So that's 24. Do I need to make separate rolls for my Echo and myself, or just a group roll?
Just do a group roll, yeah.
7. Is that 15?
That hits.
Okay.
As your halberd strikes the steel creature, you feel your blade crack the metal as the carrion crawler screeches.
Let's see here. That's. That's 24 slashing damage.
As you strike it, you hit it so hard that a crack forms from each end of where you and the Echo striked it with your halberds, connecting down the middle, as you see oil begin to leak from it as it's brought to bloody.
And then I'll attack again.
All right.
This time just myself.
Ah, crap. Something ain't right.
Oh yeah, then the thing. Was blessed once per turn or every roll?
It's
Every roll.
Every roll, yep.
Okay. Holy, 11.
11 does not hit.
Mm-hmm.
As the carrion crawler catches your halberd with two of its tendrils, steel slamming against steel, you see the carrion crawler hiss at you with its mechanical maw.
Bonus actions.
All right. As you end your turn, Garak, your turn begins.
Is he still getting the water?
Garak?
No, I'm debating. I'm debating on what I'm doing. Right? Oh no. Could I toll the dead this?
Toll the Dead?
Like, can I see it? Can I see it? Like, would I be able to toll the dead it?
Toll the Dead only works on undead creatures.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah. That's why it's called Toll of the Dead.
It doesn't say that here.
It doesn't say.
Toll the Dead
Yeah.
doesn't say on whomever.
But it says
No,
does
Toll the
not
Dead
say
can
that.
work on.
You point at one creature,
Swear it's an
Mhm.
undead
you can see within
specific.
range. No, it's just that it's necrotic.
Yeah.
So it might only work on undead. I don't know. I don't know how.
And
No,
it's
it-
more if the target is missing.
Yeah, it works. So what, like, Toll the Dead is, so you're essentially calling them closer to death. Have you heard the saying, like, the bells toll for the dead or something?
Yeah,
along
a
those lines?
single
Yeah.
chime of a dolorous bell is audible within 10 feet of a target. The target.
You're
must
essentially
succeed on a
bringing
wisdom
death to
save
that
throw.
door, essentially.
Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. This is the spell. This isn't your freaking channel divinity turn undead. I'm
Oh no!
such
Yeah,
a-
no,
I'm
no, no.
such a fucking
Oh, right, yeah,
idiot.
no, I
Yeah,
can see the
I know
confusion.
what you're
I'm
talking about,
such
yeah.
a dumbass. Okay, I'm like told.
no,
I
no.
swear the cleric ability only affects undead. I'm not crazy, am I? I'm not.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, you're not. Yeah, the cleric one only affects
Oh
undead.
my god, I'm so dense. Okay, yes, Toll of the Dead, the spell, not your cleric ability.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
can I see it? Is essentially what I'm saying. I
You
be
have to
able
move forward, but yes, you can.
Like here.
Yeah, you're good there.
All right.
Huck,
Well, then
Huck
I
Donovan.
told the dead him.
All right. You cast Toll the Dead. It
You-
requires a
you-
save for me, right?
15. A 15 wisdom.
What kind? Wisdom 20.
Huck,
Do you silvery barbs me,
So you do-
Donovan?
It's just 1d8.
Well, is
Oh,
Donovan-
wait,
is
wait.
Donovan silvery
Are you-
barbing?
Are you missing any of your hit points?
Hang on.
Uh,
What
Then
is
it's a
it?
d12.
Donovan, the creature just rolled a dirty 20 on a check. I'm seeing if you wanted to silvery barbs. And then
Oh, yeah,
and then Garak, yes, the creature has lost health, so you will do the D12.
It's still a D12, so
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd waste the silvery barbs.
Oh no, not this time. Something's up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something.
All right.
So no.
All right, roll your D12 damage.
Wait, isn't
What
it a
the fuck?
cantrip?
Yeah.
All right. You deal 12 full damage as you see the crack just begins to grow larger as the creature screeches, as it seems to be affected by some audible force that no one else can hear but it. As the
Donovan,
crack
do you
grows
say
larger-
Donovan, do you say that something's up?
No, he hasn't said anything. That was me speaking
Oh.
God of War. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. Grok, you see more oil begin to profusely drip from the larger and larger crack forming in its body. Your attack was successful. What else? Any bonus action or anything?
How close is the oil to us?
It's dripping from the ceiling right now. So from you, it's about 5, 10, 15. It's about 15 feet.
Okay.
And it's slowly beginning to drip down the stairs.
Okay. I'm going to do my whatchamacallit, my moment of think.
Okay.
I'm gonna study it.
All right. That requires your check.
I get a +4 on this, right?
D4. A D4. You get a D4.
Oh, a D4. Okay.
Yeah. It has a max of +4.
So 7. Do I get anything with the 7?
No. With a 7, you gain absolutely no information.
Okay. All right. Then yeah, that's it.
All right. As you end your turn, the carrion crawler screeches out. As the battle continues, Gilbert looks intensely from the distance. Looking behind him, he sees Ivan hiding, and he's like, "Ha! Seems you have the right idea, my man." As he ducks into the shadows, and he does nothing with his turn. Actually, no.
Oh my
He peeks
God.
back out. He peeks back out. I believe in you, and he casts Bardic Inspiration onto you, Garak.
Yay!
And then he ducks into the shadows and disappears. Ending his turn. Donovan, you are up.
Donovan's just gonna look up, holding this ball of cackling electricity. He's gonna let that drop and instead hit this guy with a eldritch blast because he feels like something is up. This is way too easy,
Okay.
but he's waiting to let the guys know that until after.
All right, roll your Eldritch Blast.
That's 1d20 plus 8. Both one is. Oh, wait, I got the +4 from Bliss.
D4.
D4. Yes, that's what I meant. Sorry. +3. So 14 to hit the first one.
14 hits.
Okay. Second one. I'm just going to roll them all at once and then do damage together.
That's fine.
That's 2d10. $14 damage.
Describe the kill.
So Donovan's just sitting there puzzled, and as his thing's leaking oil, he has this electricity in his hand, and he sort of cycles to fire for a moment, just for a moment, before realizing, wait a minute, that's a terrible fucking idea. So switches to just raw force of power and shoots it with an eldritch blast quite easily in the same spot, double tapping it almost like a double bullseye to the crack to explode the body.
And as the carrion crawler explodes, as does its battery inside of it, as your Eldritch Blast causes a chain of reaction, causing different parts and pieces within the carrion crawler to act as a domino effect. As the echo of Tharn is instantly destroyed, Tharn, Donovan, and Garak, I need a Constitution save from all three of you.
Okay. Does bless affect saving throws?
It does affect attack rolls and saving throws.
Yes.
It does? Okay, good. Because I might need it. We might need it, to be clear. Let's see, Constitution save.
$16.
All right. Tharn and Donovan.
1 second.
Oh, sorry. 30-20.
Dirty
For
20. Why did you roll a d12, Tharn?
I did. I thought I selected the.
You rolled a d12, yeah. you rolled a d12.
Oh,
Yeah, you got a 12. You got a I'll let you take it though because you got a 12 and it is still a 20. So I'll let you take it cuz it'll pass regardless.
hey.
Does an 18 pass? Or do I need to roll this d4?
All three of you luckily pass as it was a 16. You need a 16 and Garak rolled exactly a 16. So, all three of you take half damage as it explodes. Dealing 6 damage force to all of you. As you feel the magic just whoosh past you. You're all hit in the face with concussive energy as the magic begins to settle, and you see the carrion crawler is now in little metal bits all over the ground.
Immediately, Donovan will start sifting through the bits to find any viable gold.
You find that pretty much the entire outer casing of the machine of the robot is made of like maybe gold, maybe a gold something mix, but her shells. As you see, all of the innards of the machine was made of steel, copper, bronze, and such materials.
Oh, I can call
Like, because I have 45, because I had my HP reduced from the...
So if all three of you are picking up pieces of the carrion crawler, all three of you roll me a d100.
Okay.
I mean, Ivan would as well, but he would wait till the very end to go pick them up.
Okay.
Why not?
32. Wait, can I get the +4 on this?
Boom, 92.
No.
It's attack rolls and...
88.
Can I use a funny die?
You don't know because it's only a d6 or a d. I think it's.
Can I use Bardic Inspiration?
That I will allow. Sure, if you want to roll a fucking Bardic Inspiration, you want to. Use
I don't know what that does. What is that?
It's a d8, I think, right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be a D8 at this
Yeah,
level.
it's a d8.
What?
What'd you get?
A 1!
All right.
Welcome to the club.
The number
That's
you
my
all
thing.
the number you all rolled is how much gold you find.
Alright, I'm fine with that. That's
Hell
not a
yeah.
lot. How much did y'all get?
92.
88.
What?
Yep.
So you're telling me I got like the lowest? I'm always
Yeah.
broke. I got
As
a
you-
cult to fucking...
You all scrounge around to grab the gold, and you all make your way out as Ivan makes his way in. Ivan, go ahead and roll your d100.
Am I being silly? Oh, never mind, I found it. 78.
Okay, you pick up 78 gold pieces.
Very nice.
Damn!
And as all of you gather...
Do I just suck at looking?
no, it's just
Ivan
that...
just has a knack for shinies.
Yeah, Ivan's has got a greed problem.
Oh, he's getting closer to paying off that fuck.
Gold. You begin to make your way out of the mine as now with the carrion crawler vanquished, there is nothing left for you all to do here.
Except for Garak to get a shower. Rat smell doesn't suit the party, you know?
Yeah. Can I plant a bean as we leave the mine?
The way that are all just like scooping out of there.
Actually, no. I'll wait. Until we're a good distance
Put the
away.
bean in the mine. Fuck.
No. I'll plant it on the road.
As you all make your
To be
way
clear.
to the exit of the Mountain's Toe gold mine, you find Don John Raskin waiting for you all. As you all find your way back outside, you see that it is it's about midday of the next day, and as you all enter the exit / entrance of the mine, Don John looks to you all, and he says, "I assume you have taken care of the beast."
Of course. It was an easy battle.
Yes, we have. Handedly.
Ah, very good. Very good.
It didn't give us enough money.
It seems that either some of those dwarven cultists or wererats had left some goodies that I figured you ought to claim. So here,
Oh.
as he a sack. Inside of the sack, you all find 10 gold, 82 silver, 450 copper, and I want all of you to guess a number between 1 and 100 right now.
Do I go with my lucky number or do I go with a funny number? I'll go with funny number 69.
Okay. Ivan locks in 69. Garak?
23.
Okay. 23. Donovan?
97.
Darn?
51.
All right. Whoever is closest to this D100 roll without going over the number wins.
Oh, without going over, that's rough.
Yeah, I'm.
Whoa!
You rolled a nat 1.
That's.
I think everyone was over.
I have to re-roll because that's insane. Okay, take 2.
Hey, boom.
Someone said that exact number, didn't they? Darn, was
No,
you?
they said 51.
51.
He said 51.
Okay.
Ah.
Good job, Darn. As
I
inside
thought,
of
to
your
be fair,
The law of averages.
of all
I
the
thought
people,
you were going to be thinking of a number. In all fairness, that's why we're in 69.
No, I was doing the prices right.
That's fair.
As you
Yeah, I
and
knew I was
it's fitting too. It's fitting too, because Tharn, inside yours, you find a pair of goggles of night. You can now
Oh, that's
see.
very fitting.
Swag.
You now
Goggles
can
of what?
goggles of night. They are a core item.
Oh.
Yeah, you get 60-foot dark vision with them,
Let's go.
I think. They're not
I don't
attunement,
need-
are they? I don't think they're attunement.
I don't need your stinking blessing, Garak.
Nope, no attunement necessarily.
I mean, he gives 300-foot dark vision, so I would take it.
Oh yeah, I give a good bit.
I mean,
I think it's 300 anyway.
eventually,
It is.
I have 1,000 feet of vision.
I could give it
Possible,
to you 3 times.
possible 1,000.
All right. With that, Don John Raskin gives you all a bow as he steps out of your way, allowing you to exit the mine.
Ivan exits last because he always does. Actually, in this instance, he might exit first because he wants to get away from the rats.
Wait a minute.
I am a
John.
rat. You got a problem with rats?
He does indeed.
We need the certificate of completion.
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely.
get that
Oh.
one of them.
Oh, okay. I don't think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
necessary.
Shut up, you dirty rat.
Yeah.
We're leaving. Okay, thank you.
Sorry about that. My dog just jumped on the bed. He wasn't supposed to.
Oh, I thought that
Oh, I
was.
thought you were talking to us. I was like,
Oh,
that
yeah, I
was
thought that was
realistic
Don
as
John.
well.
Y'all could hear that? Hold up, my Discord
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
I must sound like
So-
shit right now, don't I?
No,
No?
it's not
It's actually
normal.
pretty.
That's so funny because
Yeah.
that was my face. Now my actual mic is picking me up.
Bro, I was like, damn, he really got into
I
character.
was like, damn, Garak's sitting here pissing people off this much.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, my bad.
I was like, damn, I don't think he said that in character. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I was yelling at my dog. I'm so sorry. I'm so
No, don't
sorry.
apologize. That shit was
Dude, that
great.
was
You get a funny
funny.
die.
Yeah, give him a funny die.
Get out! Get out!
Oh my god.
I was concerned. I was like, he actually he sounds like he has conviction in his voice. Holy fuck.
The DM gets a funny die.
Yeah, DM gets a funny
Look
die.
what you did.
Yes,
You got,
yes,
look what you
100%.
did, buddy. Look what you did. You weren't supposed to be up there. All
You can
right.
now use that funny die against us, GG.
Yes. DM gets a funny die.
As you all exit the Mountain's Toe gold mine, you begin to make your way back to the Tribor Trail's path to begin making your way back to Phandalin.
After that, on the path forward,
All right, go ahead and roll.
Oh,
hopefully I'll get something good. I would remind you that you said you had something to prevent duplicates, so let's see what we get. 42.
All right, what is a 42, my man?
Let me check.
$1 million.
I wish.
1d6 plus 6 Shrieker Sprout.
What sprouts?
What?
Shriekers.
Shrieker.
Shriekers.
Gareker.
Shrieker.
Not
doesn't-
Shrieker. As
Tweakers?
not
Like eek.
shriek, as in like
Yeah,
the fucking whale.
Yes.
Not streaking, as in running down the street naked. I hate that that's a word as
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
How many of them sprout?
well. 1d
+1d6
plus 6.
Okay, let me roll. So
Yeah, good luck with that.
11.
That's a lot.
11
what
11 tiny little mushrooms sprout from where you plant the bean. And seeing as we are in broad daylight, they all begin to scream.
Well, time to go. Donovan just zooms away on his broom.
Does that deal damage or are they just annoying?
Nope, it's just they scream for 1d4 turns. That's it.
Oh.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
As these little
yeah, I
mushrooms
agree.
sprout, and they just
Actually,
they just all start screaming.
Ivan covers his cat ears, like pulling them down to his head.
Can I use sleep on him?
No, they're not sentient. They're plants.
Are they not?
They're literally a plant. No, they're just a.
I mean, yeah, but
Their
plants, but
their
plants-
intelligence is a 1, and their wisdom is a 1. They are not.
But they're still a creature.
Well, yeah, but a plant. They're not sentient though.
I mean, they're
Can I
sentient
almost
plants.
say-
You don't have to be
You don't think a
sentient
plant
to
can fall
apply
asleep?
on.
I feel like
Yeah,
plants
plants
sleep.
sleep.
Let's see.
I've seen plants sleep.
actually,
I don't.
playing, I'm gonna probably hit him with the
Oh, they don't sleep.
No,
They have
yeah.
they just have more and
They don't sleep.
more and
Nope.
less active time.
Yeah, they don't sleep.
Can I put like
Damn you
a
and
piece
your
of paper
logic.
over them? Not paper. What do I have in my bag?
And what's worse is that even if they could sleep, it's only in the dark, which it's the middle of the day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, can I cover them with something? I gotta see what.
You can throw if you want to throw away a shirt.
Are they-
Sure, throw away a shirt.
I have a blanket. I literally have a blanket. Okay, yeah, we throw a blanket over them.
All right, so
I mean, isn't sleep just a
Wait.
period of like rest? It's not like
wait.
they don't have to close their eyes. I mean, they don't have eyes.
all right,
These
so
You have-
shriekers and mushrooms, right?
they're mushrooms. After Garak throws the blanket over top the shriekers, they scream for 6 all silent.
Yeah.
Can I pluck them? Would that take away their alive? Would that kill them?
Yeah, sure.
Are they
Yeah, I'm gonna
edible?
cut all of them and put them into my bag because my fiance makes mushroom wine.
Okay.
Are they edible?
As you pluck them, you deal 1 damage to them, and as they are plucked, 1 HP.
Okay, set them all together and then hit them with a.
Put them in a
load of
bag and
voodoo.
smack them around.
No,
Put them in the
just hit 'em with
blanket.
a load
Swing it
of
around.
voodoo.
Or just, leave.
Put them in a bag.
No, I'm not.
God, imagine that you're trying to go into like a fucking boss fight and he pulls out like fucking 11 shriekers. So
I don't take that, bitch.
If I had a bag of holding, I'd do that, but I don't.
You all do.
We have unlimited inventory.
You all have bags of
We have
holding.
Oh,
It's
shit! I put
that's
it in
the
my
default
bag
in
then.
the default in my campaigns is bag of holding, so you all have infinite inventory. That's just how I always run campaigns.
Oh,
I like to think of it that we're just all like super buff guys and we all carry the shit on our backs.
It's video game logic. You all have infinite pockets.
yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, put them all in my bag of holding then.
All right, so you begin to hear the shrieking just falling into an abyss as it slowly fades to nothingness.
Oh god, that's gonna come up later, and it's gonna be a real pain in the ass.
As you guys make your way back to Phandalin, you find yourself arriving back at the town as all of this shenanigans begins to wrap itself up. I assume as you guys enter Phandalin, you head straight for the tavern.
Absolutely.
All right, very well. Upon arrival at the tavern, we change scenes. Garak, Ivan, Tharn, and Donovan. As you all arrive back at the tavern, you find the doors shut and the guard standing outside. As he sees all of you, he gives you all your usual nods, ready to step out of the way. That is, until he sees Garak. And he then jumps. Ha! What the fuck? Who are you?
Hey,
What happened to the orc?
It's
Donovan
actually
wrote
me.
them down. This is the orc. We've been on a bit of an adventure. It's a long story. Can we go in the inn?
That's a giant rat. That's a big rat. He's a bigger. He starts jumping and he starts doing this motion. If you get the joke, you get the joke. If you don't, you don't.
I mean, I can't see you, so.
Look at the stream.
Refresh the page.
Oh, is the
I had
is
to
the
refresh mine.
is Discord?
There's stream
Discord
delay,
now.
obviously, so.
Anyway, he's just going to say to the guy, I don't think we ever caught this guy's name. He's just going to say, hey, look, doorman, it's fine. Look at me. Breathe.
He's
It's
just.
fine.
Oh shit! It's a rat.
Oh shit, a rat!
Doorman, it's all the rat poison cheese he ate, okay? It reacted with him. This is what we got. Relax.
All right, I'm gonna roll. That's a nat 1.
Does he run away?
Yep.
Fucking idiot. Anyway, Donovan pushes his way into the inn.
Opening the door, you find Gilbert. Gilbert is already waiting for you there. No, I'm joking. I just forgot to move his token. You all enter inside, getting some mighty weird looks as soon as Garak enters the door, as Raven raises an eyebrow, as does your wife, Donovan, and says, what happened to the green one?
Be easy, Raven. This is the green one. We've been on an adventure. The poison cheese caught up with him. He's clearly being sarcastic when he says that part. And then he says, it's a long story. We'll tell you over a drink or two. Also, hey, Katie. How you doing, baby?
Hi, my love, she says to you as she jumps off her little your leg.
He pats her head, and then he kneels down and says, "Hey, can you make anything out of shriekers?"
She looks to you with her head tilted. What's a shrieker?
It's a shouting mushroom that's very loud, and it would be very inconsiderate of me to show you what it is in the tavern.
Ooh, if it's a mushroom, I'm sure to be able to make something out of it. Either wine, bread, or something else. If it's shrieking,
Okay.
I'll
Take
just
that
have
shit
to,
outside.
If it's
Take that
shrieking,
shit outside.
if it's
Hey,
shrieking,
hey,
I'll just have to make
going
sure it
in-
doesn't talk anymore. You see a crazy look in her eyes.
Donovan will
Never
just
mind,
say
don't-
in my audio. He'll say in
Don't have to wait for long.
I always end up with the crazy woman. Anyway, sure.
Yours is crazy. Have you seen mine?
See, you don't remember. You don't remember the. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I gotta take Katie back to the brew kit, so to show her the shriekers.
All right. As you and Katie exit the tavern to head to your room to start the brewing.
The brew kit isn't in the room, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's where you set it. It's where I figured it's where you wanted it set up. Where else would you have it?
I mean, it's a massive thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a lot of room taken out.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about? Not really. A brew. It's a you
got
cast.
a massive brewery kit, my good man.
Did
He got one for whole barrels.
Yeah, I got a massive brewery kit.
Hold on. 1 second.
The barrel has to be bigger than the.
And
Barrel
someone
has
had
to be-
to carry it out, remember?
Yeah, the cooker has to be bigger than the barrel.
Yeah. Tharn
So if he's
carried
doing
it.
giant
Yeah,
barrels.
Tharn carried it back to the room and with just by himself. It's definitely big enough to be set up in your room. 100%.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're not
Yeah.
trying to like.
It's
sneak
not-
past
it's
them.
not-
He has
it's
to like
as-
squeeze by
Yeah,
it.
it's not as big as like the setup back at the not the goblin, but the Nomengrad. But
Yeah,
like this
of course
entire
not.
like this wall right here, you get rid of this like cabinet, and this entire wall is now like a brewing is now set. The brewery is set up here.
Oh, okay. Donovan will make sure to leave the pixie in Ivan's room, just because it's close by, and he will make sure Katie has some sort of ear protection.
Very well. As you
Yeah,
Who's
she's-
left in my room?
he left Kazuki in your bed.
Oh, right. There.
All right, as you two enter into your room, you guys begin to start the process of getting brewing started and ready to go. As the rest of you head to the bar, I assume?
Well, I can't drink anymore, so I guess I'm just gonna be smoking.
Well,
Can I smoke- I asked the woman if I can smoke in the bar.
you see her smoking a cigarette. She ashes it into the beer she serves someone and then looks at you and says, I don't know, you ask me.
No. I lean over. I'm like, what about that Highland Kush?
It's not illegal. It's legal.
It's legal.
I keep forgetting that. I totally.
It's sold at every fucking tavern. It's sold alongside your.
Mhm.
You bought your Highland Kush from her.
That's not true. I got mine from what's his name? From,
Who? Swear on my
Xerix. I
life.
got mine from him.
From who?
The tree dude, Xerix. Whoever Xerix played.
Oh, yeah, he grew it off his body. Well, yeah, but she.
Yeah.
Echo,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can still buy it off her.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, she sells it alongside the ale. All right. As you spark up your Highland Kush joint, all three of you settle down, and I assume you pull out the paper, your confirmation of your quest.
Yeah. Thor will also just buy a drink,
All right.
lean towards, but specifically say to Garak, you sure I can convince you of a drink?
Garak?
Oh wait, he's talking to me.
Yeah.
He's trying to convince. I'd like, or not my god, but like basically
wife.
like
Your wife,
yeah,
which is
like-
basically your god.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So nah, I'm good.
Brings a whole new meaning to oh my god.
As you deny
Oh, my wife.
Tharn of his drink. You
Thorn will
see-
just slightly say whipped.
Don't they make non-alcoholic beer? I'll take one of those.
I'm only paying for alcohol.
I'll pay them around. I don't care. It's like what, like 5 copper or whatever?
I mean, here I wanted to buy you a drink because you barely picked up any gold. Okay.
As
No,
he-
I respect it. I respect it. Like, thank you. But it's like, if I want to drink, I'll just.
All right. Well, enough of you arguing. As Raven slams down on top of the quest paper that you're 100 gold for each of you.
Oh, I thought you were.
Oh damn, that's
I was
fucking-
like, damn.
As she looks at you three,
100
she
gold.
says, "Make sure to get the 100 gold to Kazuki, the little fairy, and 100 gold to your friend Donovan as well."
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, because they're upstairs doing the, you know.
And then I hold it.
How I wish I was a rogue right now.
if possible,
I was
yeah,
sure.
Donovan's been listening to us this whole time. He has like
Well,
fucking.
actually, I was gonna say, if possible, Donovan will poke his head downstairs as Thorn's offering the paper drinks, and he's like, "Hey, Ironclad, buy me one. I'll get the next round."
You need
He's
to
like, "Oh,
brew,
shit."
not drink.
I can do both. Who do I
No, you
look like?
can't.
Do I look like a stonefist to you? I don't have a problem. He did.
No, but you do look like a numbskull.
You know what? I'm coming down there. Hang on, let me make sure I took care of this. And assuming we can just fast forward to him eliminating the shriekers here, head downstairs with everyone else, and sit by the bar.
Ugh, you three. I just can't. Well, you're lucky. I'm not gonna have to deal with you guys. I'm lucky, I should say. I won't have to deal with you guys because there's these. And she pulls out from underneath the table 3 new quest papers, slamming them down on the table. And she points over to the board over here. She says, "There's still one more quest over there to be finished. The Butterskull Ranch needs help against some orcs. But these 3 just came in while you were all gone. Here, I'll let you look at them." As she hands one paper to each of you. Thard, the one she hands to you, reads Axel Home Quest. Within a mountain 15 miles south of Phandalin stands the ancient dwarven fortress of Axelholm, which has been sealed for years. If a dragon attack is imminent, the people of Phandalin might need to evacuate and take refuge in Axelholm. To that end, someone needs to open the fortress and make it safe for habitation. Once you accomplish these tasks, return to me, the great Haben Westa, to collect a reward of 250 gold pieces per person.
Oh.
Garak, yours reads Dragon Borrow. The dragon that beseets us is not the first to threaten this region. Between here and Neverwinter lies the Barrow Mound of a warrior whose magical dragon-slaying sword helped fell a green dragon, terrorizing the high road nearly a century ago. Rumor has it, the Dragon Slayer's sword is buried there. And last but certainly not least, Ivan, you read Woodland Mains. The orcs have fallen under the sway of the evil corruption within Neverwinter Woods, and have been sighted in growing numbers near Falcon's hunting lodge. The spellcasters dwell in a ruined manse. Falcon requests aid to make a preemptive strike against them, destroy the evil manse, and then he himself will reward you. As you 3 read your quests, what do you all say to each other?
Thorn will say that I think we should go on the quest I received. it's to prepare in case of an attack on the town, and it would be quite important to fix the getaway in case of an attack while we're out and about on a different quest. Meanwhile, we will already have a getaway for them ready.
I agree. I agree.
Ivan would offer a very small nod, showing off his quest to the both of them. 1 second.
As you're all discussing your quests, she looks to you and she says, "Please, don't forget, the Butterskull Ranch also still needs aid." Pointing to the quest that's still up on the board.
I mean, just out of character, but the Butterskull Ranch was the one with Alpha.
Correct, which I believe he should be ready by next session to return. So now might be the perfect time.
Okay.
Are we good with Donovan coming downstairs?
Yeah, for sure. You wrap up.
No!
You wrap up helping Katie get started on the brewing, and you come on downstairs as you hear them talking about what quest to take next. As you hear them discussing the quests, what do you say, Donovan?
Donovan's just gonna be like, "Okay, hear me out. This is how I perceive we should do this. Butterskull Ranch, the hunting lodge, the haven for a possible dragon attack, and then we do the sword last. I am presenting them in this way because Butterskull Ranch has been unaided for quite some time. I present the hunting lodge because we kind of need to do that because Falcon seems like a cool guy and his horse is a really cool horse that's actually pretty smart. Also, orcs are going to be a problem because they literally have a guard working with our enemy guard. So that's is in case the dragon reaches Phandalin, which if the dragon reaches here, or if a dragon reaches here and it's a dragon, chances are this town's going to be roasted halfway to hell and back before anyone can even evacuate. And finally, the sword, because if the sword's gone already, or if it's plotting to be taken by anyone else, whatever, it's just a sword. We can always find a better one.
I agree.
Hmm.
Hey, Raven, can I get a beer, please?
She slides one over to you across the table. She grunts.
Thank you, love. Did you like that?
I still got that
cat?
non-alcoholic one.
Yeah, she gave you that a while ago.
Oh, okay.
He taps his mug against Thorns, and he's like, "Cheers." So it begins.
As she
As he
looks
drinks.
she looks at all of you. She says, "Huh, seems you've got quite the plan ready." Well, that being the case, I'd say either get right on it or spend a little time to recuperate before you leave. But whatever you do, act with haste. For Harbin Wester worries Phandalin might not have much time left if we don't quell this beast.
So obviously we just took a long rest. How long did it take for us to travel back?
I'd say it took about each hexagon. I think it says takes. Hold on, I can check the map actually.
Yeah, all good.
So each hexagon is what, 5 miles? You guys were here, so you had to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hexagons. Yeah, you guys had to rest probably. You probably had to camp out overnight, or you're arriving at nightfall.
Yeah.
So yeah, either
So it'll be nighttime.
Yeah, I would say you guys are arriving at nighttime, having exhausted yourselves stretching the path all the way back.
Not to be that guy. Well, actually, two things. Number one, Raven, I know you said you only drink mostly ale. How would you like to be the sommelier of my fiance?
Somali, what's a fucking calls it?
A liquor taster. You taste the booze, tell us if it's good or not.
Sure. Sounds fine to me.
Sweet. Your payment is free booze. You
Sounds
good with
fine
that?
to me.
Beautiful. Secondly, gentlemen, I know we're all exhausted. Before we go, though, you know I'm going to suggest we hit up the Lion Shields coaster.
I agree. I kind of want to.
Okay. Rather than even actually switching scenes or role playing any of it out, pull up the thing. Everyone send me your 3 D100 rolls if you would like to. Remember, subtract 2 gold coins from your inventory for the two D100s.
Per 100.
And I will send you what you guys get over the week, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh, is it per 100 roll 2 gold or just 2 gold?
No.
2 gold total because
2
you get
gold.
1 free and you pay for the. We have reached the end of today's session. I hope all of you beautiful adventurers who have been watching have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, or leave some live chats if you're here watching live. Make sure to smash that subscribe button if you're an adventurer just wandering around, hoping to find the Orphan Guild. Become a fellow adventurer. It helps us more than you could ever imagine. And make sure to tap that notification bell so you're alerted every single time we upload or go live here on the channel. I've been your host, the D&D Orphan, signing off, and I will see all of you beautiful bastards next time. Peace. All right,
Bye.
recording done.
Bye.
Let's do pros and cons. No pros and cons before we go.
Oh, yes.
All right, Ivan, I will start with you and Tharn as always, since I know you guys it's lays for you guys. So go ahead, pros and cons.
For me, no cons. Pros, once again, like I said with last session, glad that people are getting focuses on their character and the decisions matter, and I'm glad that obviously he's get some buffs but also debuffs that come with it that allow for character development.
Indeed. Awesome. Well, thank you so
Take
much.
care,
Thank
everyone.
you so
It
much,
was
Ivan.
amazing.
Awesome to have
Take
you.
See you,
care.
buddy.
And go ahead and
See you all next
I will
week.
I will send you the items you get, how much they cost, and then just let me know what you want to put a down payment on, and then just add it to your notes and everything.
Appreciate it. Catch you all next week.
See
Take
you
care.
See you next week.
Tharn, let's go ahead and go to you.
Well, actually, Ivan pretty much said what I wanted to say.
Perfect.
So yeah, actually, the same as what Ivan said.
Awesome.
I enjoyed the possibilities for character development. No cons really.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's about it.
Perfect. I'm so glad you enjoyed today's session. Thank you so much for stopping by and having a wonderful time, and we'll see you next week. Garak,
Every session is enjoyment.
you are up.
But same, literally the exact same thing.
Perfect, man.
But I got the character development this time.
Well, I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you enjoyed your new form. I hope you enjoy the polymorph, the shape change, and everything.
Oh, I do. I
and-
do. I think it's funny that I'm also going to be so it's going to be like vampire werewolf.
Hell yeah.
Orc.
All right. I will see you next session if you have to go. Go ahead.
Okay, have a good one.
King.
Oh, actually, hold up.
Oh, go ahead,
Hold
Garak.
up. I might be able to do next session. Can we work something out about maybe
Sorry, Garak, you cut out a bit there.
doing it earlier?
We'll
Because
have
I have to
see.
drive 6 hours
Yeah, we'll have
on
to see.
Saturday.
We might just have to postpone the session. You know what I mean?
That's fine. I was just asking.
Well, I will.
I was letting you know in advance more.
Perfect. That's much appreciated. So thank you very much.
Alrighty, have a good one.
Have
we'll
a good
talk about
night.
it in chat now.
And I'll see. Yep, I'll let you know. All right, King. Go ahead and give us your pros and cons.
Cons, everything. I hated it entirely. No, I'm lying.
I-
Cons, no cons. It was actually really good. Really, really balanced. I will forever shout this from the team. Donovan would be the goddamn playmaker because that was just a solid ass play from Donovan to Garak. He did not want to do it, and Donovan was just like, just come do it to help us figure this out. I am thankful that Donovan caught fucking Don John trying to slip us the money without paying for the completion. Speaking of which, I need to add that 100 gold to my money. Um, One thing I was surprised at, I was surprised how easy the golden centipede went down. As
Mhm.
soon as someone hit it, I think, and it cracked, I was like, are there more of this thing? Like, this shouldn't
See,
be this easy.
That's what happens
Yeah.
when you do the hardest fight in the game before the boss.
I mean, but that's sort of how I play video games.
Yep.
I'll throw myself at the wall until I conquer said wall and get like a bunch of level ups, and then it's just like, oh, let me just smack you down like a fly, basically. What else? I don't know. I'm really happy with the Shriekers. I really hope Katie's able to make something like really good or unique so we can slap a legitimate exotic label on it. Because then we can charge more money to fund saving the goddamn realm. So that's pretty huge. But yeah. Overall, everything was just great, man. It
Awesome.
was great. I really enjoyed it.
Well, I'm glad you did, and thank you so much for stopping by. With that, we have reached the
Yeah,
end of pros
sure.
and cons. I will see you next week, King, and thank you all so much for watching,
Yep.
my beautiful viewers. And we'll see you in tomorrow's episode of Whispers from the Abyss. Peace.